All right, it is A1 steak sauce time. Okay? A1 steak sauce time. Where's the filet mignon? The filet mignon, a little fat around the edges. I like that. I like that on my sweet, juicy steak. Okay, so what do I mean by A1 steak sauce time? This is what I mean. Okay? I can A1 a bunch of people right now. I can A1 Kalua, I can A1 Cleo, I can A1 Maria, I can A1 Krishna, I can A1 Kara, and as you saw, I got that fourth soul stone that I needed for Esker, so I can A2 him. Now, I don't know that I have enough ether to advance all these heroes up to tier 5. I know Maria can go. I'm pretty certain Cleo can go. That's towards A2 if you're wondering. I know Krishna can go. I don't know that I have enough ether to do Kara and Kalua. But his is already at a tier 10, so I should be able to A2 that. So A1 steak sauce time regardless. Let's go ahead and do this. Here we go. Let me turn up the volume so I can hear those great sounds. Oh, wait. Who in the hell's at my back door? Hold on. I'll be back. The Terminator. All right, I'm back with you. So, A1 steak sauce time. Let's see here. Advanced soul weapons. Let's see. Whose is whose? I don't freaking know. Oh, Cleo. Boom. I had so much gold, but I A220'd Frey today, and so much gold. Okay. There's one. Maria. Boom. A1 steak sauce. Okay. And who else? Can you talk to me through this, please? Oh, that's Sonia. I don't know all these things. Like, what the heck? Which one is which? What is that? Kib? Yeah. Oh, well, but I don't have her tier 5. Sorry. A1 steak sauce can be hard to find sometimes. Where is... I can't do his either because I don't have it to tier 5. Oh, there it is. Boom! A1 steak sauce. Okay, I don't think there's anybody else. Oh, Esker, the big A2. Come on. Boom. A2 steak sauce time. That first natural A2. That's from random soul weapons. He's going to be an amazing support in Mountain with all the def pen that he's going to give. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I think my next A2 is going to be May. For Xanadus primarily and for Lack. I mean, come on. That's insane. Like, and upon activation, there's a 30% chance to stack 2 times at once. But when you get it to A2, look at this. This is crazy. This will be so good for Lack and for Xanadus. Increases heal rate by 100%. It's amazing for Lack because those stacks reduce heal rate. And then changes the chance to stack 2 times at once to 50%. So I'll be getting stacks of 4% attack much, much more rapidly. Yeah. Just soak that in a little bit. Soak that A2 steak sauce in a little bit. That is amazing. And I haven't seen any A2 maze. I haven't seen any. It's like people don't think of that as being that great, but I would think it's amazing because you get your attack quicker. And then after I do May, I'm going to do her for eclipse purposes. Because that M damage now ignores block and the hit enemy takes 30% increased M damage. Here's the thing though. I'm doing it for the attack. I'm not really doing it for the skill that it brings, although it may help in the really, really high levels of Eclipse. But really, in all the videos I've seen of this chick running through Eclipse, she's like one-shotting everybody up through like wave 70, and then it takes a couple of hits beyond that. But she's given herself with those unlimited stacks or whatever that she gets from her utility skill set perks things, like another 1.4 million attack or some nonsense. It's ridiculous. She's just insane. So anyway, I am going to do some PvP now. That'll be in the next video now that I've got my F-Ray girl up to A220. So now I've got a complete A220 PvP team, which is going to be disgusting. Like, come on. That is just so awesome. So freaking awesome. And then after I A2 those two, I think I'm going to A2 Cass, and she'll be my first PvP hero that I invest into, because after I A2 May and Epis, I'll have pretty much gotten everybody A2 that I want to get A2 for the majority of the content that I do. And then I'll start investing in PvP heroes. Not so much for League of Victory. I'm fine there. It's mainly for League of Honor. I really struggle in League of Honor. So I think I'll do Cass. And as far as non-NPCs go, investment-wise, I've already got like every single person 5-star unique weapon that I want to get to 5-star unique weapon. With the exception, as far as like my core competency. So now that Esker is A2, I'm going to go ahead and 5-star him. We did 14 trillion today in Velk with Pansy. That's not the highest I've seen, but Vero was banned. So I would guess if I had had Vero, we probably would have done closer to 35 trillion. But Pansy, there's some photos and stuff circulating out there that I think are meant to troll users into using Pans there in Velk, that suggest she has the highest DPS capabilities in Velk, and I just don't think that that's true. At this point, most of the big hitters from the various guilds, like Project Time and stuff, they would have an A220 Pansy just because of the utility she brings in so much other content. And they would be posting videos of her one-ticketing Velk, and those videos don't exist. So there's no video of a Pansy one-ticketing Velk. There's a lot of photos that appear to be photoshopped of her having one-ticketed them with ridiculous DPS totals. But I think that those DPS numbers were extracted from Esker runs, Hannes runs, Erze runs, Cleo runs, and then just supplanted over the line. Or they may have just even used it from like a World Boss run, and then they just photoshopped it in. And then they took the scoring section that shows the 51 trillion or the 50 trillion or what. It's always a little, if you kill them, it's always a little over 50 trillion. And I think they're just photoshopping that in as the score. So I tried using Pans today, and she would actually be my best DPS for Velk, even though she's not the best DPS overall. But as far as what I have, she's my best. So that's why I'm thinking of doing Esker next as a 5-star, so we can start using him in Velk, because we have all the supports that we would need for a really, really successful run in Velk with Esker as the primary DPS. And then after I do Esker, I'm going to go ahead and do Mediana, mainly because Mediana can replace Lavril in LAC runs, which we're going to still be doing LAC runs probably till late September, early October is my guess, until my other guildies can get their LAC team up. and then we'll go 100% on Velk. But we need that kill bonus on Lack, and our team is the best at killing Lack right now. So I want to have a Mediana as an alt in case Lav is banned. And then I'm going to invest into Lucius in case Nayla gets banned. And then I'm going to invest into Celine in case Cece is banned. Now, some of you may be wondering, why wouldn't you invest into Reyna? Reyna would be actually better than Celine at Lack, but it's a negligible amount better, probably a difference of maybe 10%. And my other guildies already have a good Celine, so they could actually use her in the event of a CC ban. I don't have a good Celine, however, so that would open up other supports to run that are really, really good. And then I can run DPS as Celine. And Celine will also give me a lot of return on my investment in Eclipse. So that's my next 4 non-NPC heroes. And then as far as NPC heroes go, I'm just going to do a little bit on Mei, a little bit on Vero, a little bit on Mei, a little bit on Vero. And if you watched my video on Talisha, I kind of feel like I need to take a break on her. She literally didn't move almost at all yesterday. I mean, what was it, like 8 unique weapons, NPC unique weapons it took to get from, or it was actually 12. It was 12 NPC unique weapons to go from 2-star to 3-star. No, sorry, from 1-star to 3-star. 12. That's insane. So she's just not budging. And I used a 2-star, 2 1-stars, and 4 0-stars on her 3-star unique treasure, and it didn't even get a star. Like, I didn't even get that thing upgraded at all. So she didn't move yesterday. So she's just really toxic to invest into. But I'll use the stuff that's available in the shop. I'll get everything that's in the shop and use that on Talisha, and she'll end up where she ends up. And then I will not be throwing anything at her after I get everything that's in the shop available specific to her, until Mei and Vero are both at 5-star A2. So once Mei and Vero are both at 5-star A2, then I will go ahead and start investing in Talisha for Eclipse. She was able to today go to wave 40. I had her on a tertiary team. I didn't have her on my primary team, so she wasn't getting the supports from Ray and Celica, because I had a Celica supporting my Lillian, or whatever her name is, the girl with all the sticks and trees and shit, whatever her name is, Lorianne. So I'm gonna have to build a team around Talisha once I get her more attack, because as it is now, I can't use Ray, I can't use Fallen Frey, and I can't use I could use a Celica, but I'm not going to. But I can't use Ray or Fallen Frey with Talisha because her attack is too low. And then F Frey starts and Ray end up getting all the buffs and stuff, so it just doesn't make sense. So she's just on like a tertiary team, and she went to wave 40, so it's not terrible. Once I get her up to higher attack, though, I'll be able to give her better supports without sacrificing my attack on those supports, so that she's netting all the buffs and everything like that. But her Light of Lubrance skill in the red crystal phase, S1, once that thing got to 20 stacks, it was doing 200% additional damage, and she was in full Bach gear, and it was disgusting. It was just like, it would come down, and it would just explode. And you do have to be careful when you use her there, because you want to wait for all the enemies to kind of group up against your tank in the front, and then fire it, so that way it explodes against everybody, because the area of effect on it is really small. So when it says a small area, it is a small area, which unfortunately is why you can't use her in Velk. It's why you can't use her in Xanadus. It's why you can't really use her in, it's weird. Everyone's like, oh, but you can use her in Trial of Sky. I don't know why you can use her in Trial of Sky. Somehow it hits everything there, but I think it's because of the scaling based on the sizes of the boss. I think that somehow it just doesn't work. But then at the same time, when I was using it in Eclipse, which is an even smaller scale than Trial of Sky, it wasn't hitting all the mobs. So there's something that needs to happen with Talisha. She needs like an update or a patch of some kind, because it seems that her area of effect from her Light of Lubrance varies depending on the content you're doing or something. It's weird. Um, but yeah, that's kind of like my plan as far as who I'm going to upgrade in the game. And once all those heroes are taken care of, it's just going to be investing in PvP. That's basically what it'll all settle down to. So Sonya going to A2 and Lorianne going to A2 and all that stuff. And a lot of those heroes will be great to have for Eclipse as well. So I will specifically do PvP heroes that happen to also be really good in Eclipse, so that all 10 of my teams in Eclipse are clearing at least wave 40. So that's like my next 1 year plan. But I'll let you know when I'll post my next day one steak sauce video. Um, and hopefully you enjoyed watching me A1 those folks there. All right. Talk to you all later. Iceman Alpha Real Time out.